Hey guys, so I just wanted to show a video of how we actually ended up making this snake discovery sign. How we came about making it. My wife is a fan of the channel, and in their community they had posted they were looking at getting a sign made, and she said, hey, we'd love to make you one, and to our surprise they said sure, we'd love it. And so that's how this all started. I'm missing some footage from the assembly and like how I made it, but this is everything I've got and how we did it. So it started with some cedar that we had laying around. It was from when we built a dock a couple years ago, and this was what was left over, and I thought that these should hopefully add up to be big enough. I don't remember the exact dimensions of it, but it was the largest we'd ever made at that point. And then it was just a matter of breaking it down. I ended up breaking it down into, I think, 5.5-inch wide pieces. That was all I could really deal with at the time with the tools. And here's a little bit of that process. Alright, at this point now I've got all the boards milled down, and I have the height that I need and the width that I need. And I'm just kind of quickly explaining how I was planning to do it. The short of it being is I wasn't going to, it didn't have to be perfectly flat, but it was pretty flat since I wasn't carving on the surface. I would be sticking letters and the shapes on the top, and explaining how to keep it rigid. I'm going to do like backer boards around the back side. So that's what we did here. I just ended up trimming them all down to the length in the end and got ready for the glue up here. Funny enough, the glue up was actually the part of this job that I thought would be the hardest, because I had never glued up anything this big before. Up to this point, I had some Bessie clamps that I bought thinking I would need these extra long clamps and never had a use for them. So at this point, this ended up being perfect. The glue up actually went really well, but you will see me scratching my head a little bit while I go through this. Alright, so this was my favorite part. Snake Discovery had sent over a good high quality copy of their logo, which made this pretty easy. I ended up choosing to do these out of MDF, 1/2-inch MDF specifically, and then I was going to finish them with shellac to seal them and then paint them with the colors for Snake Discovery. Their logo was easy to break down in Carveco, and here's the process I went through to get it. Please ignore the sanding MDF without the use of a respirator. That does not happen anymore. What's nice about MDF, if you've got it dialed in correctly, you can leave just the smallest onion skin on the back of the cuts, which made this part so much easier. Made all the letters come out super crisp. And you'll see I just had to sand through a very thin layer on the top and then just take care of all the edges and so on like that. The shellac was going to be what I'd seal it with. Unfortunately, I didn't get any video of me sealing it with the shellac or painting the letters, which was unfortunate, but it was probably the most time-consuming part of the whole process, short of breaking down the wood. Alright, now that all the sanding was done, I was able to finally see the letters laid out for the first time, and how the shellac and paint went on it. Unfortunately, I'm missing most of my footage for that. And I've got the backer board set up to go on the back here, and here you can see it after I've got it attached and rounded over the corners a little bit. I thought it would make a big difference. It made the sign so much more sturdy and thick. And this is where most of the footage I had is missing. So the finishing process was simple. I used Minwax, I believe espresso stain, might have been dark walnut, it's been a while, and some spar urethane to finish off the whole thing. This is the only picture I have of that entire process. And here it is. I didn't get anything, unfortunately, of me assembling it. All the letters were put on with glue and then brad nailed in place. That way the glue let go, and then we did the final touch-ups on all of the letters to cover up the little nail holes on there. Me and my wife loved how this turned out. We were so excited to send it to him. It actually ended up being the biggest thing we ever sent. We couldn't even use Canada Post that we normally send everything in. I think we ended up using FedEx in the end, and we just wrapped her up as good as we could. As you can see here, bubble wrapped, cardboard covered up, and we snuck a couple extra goodies in there for them too. And that's it. Thanks for watching. This was one of the more fun things that me and my wife ever made. It was one of the projects that really made me feel like I could do things like this. And it's led to so much more fun since then. I got so used to seeing this on their channel, I just finally had to put the video together to kind of give myself a reminder of the process I went through to do it. So hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.